you guys just stop
Did you
talking?
get
Why are you guys always
You get a
fighting?
concussion.
Don't worry about it. I'm
I'm
alive,
so
right?
sick.
You're eating, you got
It's
food.
like they talk to you.
Alright,
Who's the mother? Who's the mother here?
I thought maybe
I
you
don't
were,
understand.
but you
You
don't
people do
act
not
like
fit
your
in my mouth.
mother,
Like,
Mom.
really.
I
I
don't
gave birth to
understand why you
you.
guys always have to fight.
It's ridiculous.
Do you
It
just
is
don't play the
ridiculous.
cabinet?
Question.
Question what?
Do you just like to hear your own voice? Or?
I guess so. You guys always start promising.
Come
You guys
on,
forget
why
who
you
the
have to
parent
start
is.
with her? You know
I'm
she's
the
gonna get
parent,
upset.
you're the child. Zip it. Thank
I'm a
you.
grown
John,
adult
how are you,
now.
honey? We're here with the same problems like always.
Woohoo!
Anyway, we gotta hurry up. You know what? Because I got things to do, and I'm going to
For
see
another
another
guy.
I'm
We're
going to
never the
tonight.
priority.
Mom, can't we just be here? We need
Stop
to-
telling me what to do,
Be
little
in the
girl.
moment.
Alright,
Unbelievable.
Whatever.
Who's the next guy?
Wow. I don't know.
Hi
Let's ask one of your
everybody.
people.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Hey,
It's
Joe.
good to see all of you. Welcome back. This will be our first official family session. So, I mean, we've gotten our intake out of the way. We have some time together ahead of us, and I just want to start off by saying thank you all for coming.
Thank you, John.
You guys were in the middle of a big discussion. It sounded like a bunch of different things.
Because these kids think they could tell me what to do, like they run me.
Hey,
Can you
hey,
believe this?
someone
Why
has
are
to
you
run
talking
the
when
talk.
I'm speaking? I am the mother.
When?
So,
She treats us.
Jen,
Unbelievable.
Jen, do you mind if I cut in, Jen? Do you mind if I?
Can you tell them something? 'Cause
I-
this is how it is all the time. They think they can tell me what to do. I'm the mother. They came out of my vagina. You know what I'm saying?
I hear
No.
you.
But I
Why
wish
do you
I
have to talk
hadn't.
like that?
Totally
Oh,
hear you.
It's the truth.
So, I'm happy to hear all of you. I'm going to give each of you a chance to sort of help me paint the picture of your family and what life is like. I can see that you're going from some stress. You've got a little stress going on there, Gabby. And Jen, you're feeling a little bit upset.
You know
I'm
what,
guessing?
YOLO. You only live
Yep.
once.
I
I'm
hear you.
all about living. I don't got babies.
And what about you, Sarah? How are you today?
How are you today? Because you always crying, tell them the truth.
No, why do you have to talk to me like that? I can
I'm just
talk
telling you the
myself.
truth. Go talk. Okay.
I'm just tired.
Sarah, how you doing? Tell me.
I'm tired, John. that's
You're
all.
tired? Why? What's happening? What's going on?
I'm just tired of these arguments. Everyone's always fighting. Everyone always has a problem with each other.
Yeah.
People just mind their business.
Well, it's a good thing you're here, Sarah. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. And I'll make sure that you get plenty of time to talk, and you guys are making the right step as a group. Don't you think so, Holly?
Yeah. This
Yeah.
needs to happen.
Yeah.
Mom needs to act like a mom.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Well,
This
I'm
is.
tired of taking care of things.
Well, I was looking back over your intake and what each of you were telling me, you know, when you fill out the paperwork, what I learned from that. And I just want to spend a little time with each of you going over how I'd like to approach things, because I think it's important that since we're all here as a family,
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a second.
you
My
all have a
boyfriend's
chance to
calling
be
me.
heard.
Are you
Okay.
serious?
No
So-
phones in office.
Mind your business.
So Jen,
Okay, good.
Jen, I think it's important for everyone to get a chance to hear and be heard, that we
Yeah.
put a few ground rules into play. Is that okay?
I
So
love that.
I'm going to keep track of this. I'm going to make a little sheet here. We're going to come up with some ground rules, ways that we're going to function in this room, okay? How you function outside might be a little different, but while we're in here, just so that everyone feels heard, feels supported.
This is not an
And we're
attack
all
the
cool.
mother group. I'm just letting you know, John, because
So,
that's not what I'm looking for.
We'll set those
Yeah,
dynamics
there
as we
you
go
go.
on, okay? So I'll tell you what,
Increíble.
I do a lot of these family sessions, and so it might be easy for me to come up with a list of things that you could or couldn't do, or a bunch of suggestions, but since this is about your family and how you ladies function, I really want to hear from you. So Holly, I'm going to start with you. If you could come up with a ground rule that you consider important for while we're here in session, what would it be?
Let's see. Family first.
Family first, can you help me understand what that means?
Family time for us just to have time with mom, us girls all together. Like that's how it was when we were younger, but we
So,
don't do that anymore
what-
because our boyfriends come first.
Because you're older. How old are you now,
so
kid? Are you 5?
Jen,
Are you 2?
Jen,
No.
Jen,
Why
I'm
is
go-
that?
Jen, I'm gonna ask that you refrain from what we call crosstalk, okay? Just so that I can maintain the focus on Holly, and so that Holly has a chance to
Okay.
speak and be heard, okay?
Okay.
I'll get back to you, I promise. In the meantime, I do have some things to
great.
keep you busy.
Sorry, I shouldn't just
No,
be touching
feel
things.
free. There's a bunch of things I should have started off with that. And Jen,
I called dibs on the
why don't you check this out?
You know I like this. So
Yeah, the
it's better
sand
for
tray.
me like this.
Yeah.
It's a sand trail.
So Holly, I'm gonna get back to you. You said family first time with mom. In the context of this room, while we're here in session, what does that look like to you? What does family time look like to you?
Cooking together, eating together.
Cooking, eating.
Usually, we're always trying to figure out what we're gonna have for dinner, or let alone find if there's even food in there. So not all the time there's food in there.
So
Fend for ourselves.
while we're here in this room, because we're trying to figure out a dynamic for how this room works.
Yeah.
What would you like to see as a ground rule for in this room?
Oh, in this room.
Sure.
Not, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. For mom not to answer the phone.
So just mom or everybody?
Everybody.
Everybody? Okay. So we'll say
Oh.
no phones in session.
Ooh, already
Got it.
went.
Breaking the rules.
We'll put all our phones aside,
Let me
okay?
just say one picture.
Who's the
quick.
child?
Okay.
Who's the child here?
So
You,
we'll put them.
remember that.
So we agree that we'll put them away?
I don't even know why I'm
I already put it down.
I don't even know that woman.
Okay.
You don't know the woman.
Sarah,
That's
what
what you
about?
said.
said.
Oh.
I'm not
So
talking.
remember we talked about crosstalk,
Sorry.
right?
Sorry, John.
We talked about everyone getting a chance to hear and be heard.
Yeah.
That's sort of my number one rule. And right now it's Sarah's turn to be heard.
I want mom to stop yelling at everyone. And
Okay.
I'd like her to stop telling me how I should feel.
So can we, I hear
No
what you're saying
crosstalk.
to me, and I know that's important, but can we try to rephrase that in a way that sort of applies to everybody?
Can we just respect when each other is talking?
And you know what, I have an activity designed just for that, that's an excellent point.
Can
So
I-
respect for talking, give me just 1 second, I'll attend to you, I promise, Gabby. Respect for talking. Can you tell me what that looks like to you?
Just get our individual time to be able to express how we feel.
So time as an individual to be heard, is that fair?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're also afraid of a little bit of pushback from mom. Should we add something
so
about?
aggressive.
Yeah, should we add something about all opinions are respectable and respected?
Yeah, maybe a neutral tone when they're talking to each other. Shouldn't yell.
Okay. And Gabby, I'm going to move on to you. You had something important
What
to
about
say.
me?
Thank you for holding. I'll get right to you. I
I wanted
promise.
to, because you forgot that Sarah had mentioned she wants mom to stop telling her how to feel, so I didn't want you to forget that.
Nope, I didn't, and we got to that opinions respected piece.
Yeah.
So I think that's
I also think off that maybe we could put that it's important to listen, to hear and listen to each other.
so to hear and to listen.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes when we're talking to mom, it's in one ear and out the other, and she's telling us, "Well, I'm your mother, aren't I?" And it's you're not hearing me if you're yelling at me like you're my mom. I know that because I hear and listen to you.
I hear you. Thank you for helping me out with that, Gabby. I appreciate it. Jen,
You remember. Thank you.
well, I know that it's kind of easy to feel attacked in here, isn't it?
It does because I got so many problems, and these kids are always something.
'Cause we're always
They
in
open their
problems.
mouth. They say things that nobody wants to hear sometimes. I got DCF in
Nobody
my house
hear you.
now, so it's like, what am I really doing now? What am I really doing now?
Well,
Asking you the same
let's.
question.
We'll,
I'm not breastfeeding them no more.
Well,
You know what I mean? That I gotta be on them. Everybody here can take care of themselves. Like, how old are you, Harry?
16.
Okay, don't you eat, don't you do all these things. They could sing and tell you everything that I'm not, but you know what? Does she look hungry? Is she homeless? No, right? But
I want
I'm
time
Bama.
with you.
It's
We
not your
want time
turn. No
with
cross
you.
talking.
yeah, let's stick to
I
it.
don't want to hear it. You spend time with me. You spend time with me all the time. You was in my stomach for 9 months. How much more time you want?
So Jen, it sounds like you're pretty concerned about being judged by
Yeah,
your
everybody's judging
family.
me.
And what you said something that struck me that I kind of want you to help me understand a little bit. You said you don't want them to
You
talk
want to
about
play
you
this,
like
honey?
something that
Okay.
you're not.
Yeah.
And can you tell me what you mean by that? Help me understand what you're not.
Well,
What do you
because
think-
they make me look like a bad mom,
Mhm.
you know? But I
But she
had everybody
fits.
young. You see? But if I smack her, I'm wrong, right? And I don't want to hear nobody because of DCF on all these rules, right? But let me tell you something. I do everything for them. But now I was a teen mom, and now it's about me. It's
So-
about me. They eat.
Mhm.
They got a place to stay.
Mhm.
When they need sneakers, you see everybody's rocking the Jordans. Everybody got the Supreme backpack. They don't talk shit about me for that. When they want to be cute with all their things, their nails, everyone's nails is done. Everybody got their hair cute, right? No. Everything that they need materialistic, they got. If they want to talk to me, they just don't like real. I'm sorry, I'm going to
Well,
give
it
this to you real.
sounds like you've got a lot on your plate right now. And it sounds like you've got a lot of concerns.
I really don't got on my plate.
Well.
I want to be free.
You do.
I give them what they need to do. I tell them what they need to do. They need to grow up, right? I give them their little chores and all this other stuff. Yo, I'm leaving soon, John. Anyway, John, so we gotta go because for real, you know I gotta go get my nails done, my hair done, because I'm going to the club tonight.
Why is
So-
DCF here?
So, it's important for all of us to have the chance to discuss some of this, but Jen, I'm just gonna backtrack a little bit. You've given me a lot of information,
Tell
and
me
I
what
can
you wanna
hear,
know.
I can hear where you're coming from, but I'd love for you to add to the things that your girls have said. Give me something that you think is gonna help you function in the context.
I don't
of
want
this
to
group.
feel attacked
So no attacking mom?
We don't want to
So
feel
can you
attacked
rephrase
either.
that in a way
with their words.
that applies to everybody?
I feel like if you got something negative to say, if you're gonna say one thing negative, say one thing positive too.
Ah,
That's a good rule. And I
so
'Cause I'm not that
negatives
fucked up.
and positives.
Shit, you guys think I don't love you or something like that?
Okay.
Shit.
So, no phones in session. We're going to respect for talking. So, you're going to have time as an individual to be heard. Your opinions are going to be heard and respected. It's important that you all feel listened to. You all have told me in your own way. And it's important that you all are supportive to one another, right? That it's not just negative. Well, it sounds to me like each of you wants the same thing from this as the others do. And you all have told me in your own way that you want nothing more than just to be able to talk. And it sounds like a lot of things get in the way of that. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Sort of?
Yeah.
So can you help me understand sort of? Tell me a little bit.
I feel like the talking is important because we can't get any further without it, but the issue's not necessarily that we're not talking, it's that Mom wants us to basically lay off as
Sure.
if we're like crazy boyfriends or something.
Sure.
And we want Mom basically to lay on. Like we want her,
I
we
hear
want
you.
discipline. I mean, I moved out because the only way I'm gonna have structure is if I'm by myself. And I mean, they're still in the home, and DCF's in the home, and Mom's all, you know,
Why they in
I
the
give
home
you
because
every-
of you? Telling them. Say the truth.
Remember, Jen,
I'm sorry.
we talked about crosstalk. I'm sorry for the interruption. Go
It's
ahead.
okay. I did what was right by the girls because if Mom's not gonna be home and her boyfriend's gonna be beating her around and she's got honestly two men who are mistreating her, then the girls need to come stay with me. That's the only possible logical thing, and I know that I'm young, but I'm family and I can handle it. Like, she's not doing what she needs to do as a mother, and we're telling her what she needs to do, what we need from her, what DCF needs from her. She's basically like, lay off, YOLO, live your best life, whatever the fuck you want to say. I should be more mature than my mom at 19 years old.
That
It's really stressful.
I hear what
so
you're telling
I
me.
agree. We need to be able to talk and communicate these things, but there are bigger issues at hand.
So, but there absolutely are, and you've expressed to me a number of those things. I've heard a lot, and it's obvious that everyone has really strong feelings. But would you agree that having an effective way to communicate is a good way to start addressing those? Because it sounds like I'm hearing a lot of crosstalk, and it sounds like there's a lot of anger, and it sounds like that everyone has really important points to make. So, do you think that a sort of a systematic way of learning, maybe revisiting how to talk to one another, would be helpful to you? Yeah? What do you think, Jen?
Sure.
All right. So I'm just going to do a simple activity with you all, okay?
Okay.
We're just going to do some simple conversation activity. I have in front of me a bin full of poker chips. okay? Red ones, blue ones, and white ones. And we're going to use these for communication. Each one of these means something different. I'm not going to give you all a number of them. I'm not going to tell you which ones you need. You're going to tell me by choosing the right ones, okay? So throughout the course of our conversation, you might want to pick up a red chip. And a red chip, when you pick up a red chip and you put it down in front of you, or you put it down on the table, Gabby, you're sitting right there, that means stop the conversation. There's something that's so big I need to express it right now, right? So I might not necessarily put that down and go, oh my gosh, I love your Pink Floyd t-shirt, which I do. But these are sort of emergencies. These are things that you think need to be heard as a group right in that moment, with the expectation that everyone will respect this.
Can you just tell me what color that is? Because you know I'm colorblind.
Oh.
So I don't really, like, it all looks great.
We can maybe write a letter on it, R for red and B for blue.
Well, I'll tell you what. So,
That's the lightest one.
That's the lightest one. So I'm going to switch these two darker ones, and I'm going to put the lighter ones in the middle.
Okay, that makes it better for me.
So the one on your left-hand side are the red ones. Those are going to be the stop ones. Okay? The white ones will be in the middle, and the blue ones will be at the end. So these are the stops. These are the ones that you've got something to say. You've got a point to make, but you know what? You're practicing, you're listening, it can wait.
That should be a time to use the Pink Floyd comment, right?
Right.
Okay.
So that's the Pink Floyd one. Like, I just remembered my friend had a Pink Floyd t-shirt just like that, and I want to know if you got it at the same store. You want the answer right now, but you're holding this up, you're putting this in as a way to sort of acknowledge that you have something to say. Are you with me? And the ones on the end are blue. And traditionally, blue means sadness. So we're going to use these for hurtful comments.
So when I hear them, or when they say?
So
When I say 'em.
when somebody says something to you that you're hurt by, I want you to pick up this blue chip. And if more than one person picks up a blue chip, maybe we can stop and have a conversation about it. But during the course of our sessions, I want to stop and talk to you about what's hurtful. Because a lot of times when a family struggles to communicate, they might not recognize that the things that they say are hurtful to other people. In other words, they're so focused on being able to get the words out that it's hard for them to see how they're received. Do you know what I mean? And so sometimes when people get angry or people get emotional, what happens is that it's all coming up and it's all coming up, and when you get anxiety, or when you get dysregulated like that, when you can't quite focus, it's hard to remember what you say. But have you ever gotten mad at somebody and then you come back down and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even remember saying that to you, or I don't even remember what happened, I was just so mad, it was all coming out. Or you get mad in the moment and you're venting all of these things and your inner voice is like, whoa, slow down there, sister.
Yeah.
But you can't quite stop it from coming out. So we're going to use these as markers. So are we all clear as to what these are for?
Okay, so
Yep.
the one all the way over there is stop, because you're hurting my feelings.
This one is the stop,
Uh-huh.
the immediate stop.
That's the one to wait,
This is the one to wait.
and that you make me sad
That's you make me sad.
with what you said.
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, tell me.
When do you address the blue ones?
So
Like when
we
you
can-
talk about me, I'm gonna put a blue chip. That's
Okay.
the blue, right? That shade there.
So let's do a little bit of a scenario. Let's imagine that I'm talking to mom, and mom says something that you're not helping out around the house as much as you should, right?
Yeah.
But you know deep down that you are, because you're doing the vacuuming and you're doing the this and you're doing that. So it doesn't quite match.
I'm mad.
You're mad. You've got some options here.
Thanks for the comments. Can I
Are you
get a
going
blue
to pick
chip
something
already?
like this up because you need to be heard about it right now? Are you going to pick this up because you're like, oh, it's my turn because I've got something to say? Or you're just like, Mom, I can't believe you didn't recognize that. I cannot believe that after everything that I've done. So
Blue.
you're going to pick that up, right?
Okay.
And a lot of times, your sisters might pick one up too, or mom might pick one up too, and at various points we'll stop. So if I can't get to it in the moment, I might say, I might come back and say, you know what, Holly, I noticed a few minutes ago you picked up a blue chip. Can you tell me about why you were feeling sad?
Okay.
Is that okay with you all? Are we all clear on how this is gonna go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So my role in all of this is just gonna be to listen to you talk. I'm going to throw out a few prompting questions. We'll do a few guided sentences, right? And we'll go from there. Sound good?
Can I have a middle chip already? Because I have something I want to wait.
Well, you want to wait on it?
Yeah,
Okay.
when it's right for me to talk about it.
Do you need to talk about it now before we begin?
We could.
All right. Well, why don't we spend a minute talking about it?
I
Tell
just
me.
want to know, so my daughter right here, excuse me, who gave you permission to do this tattoo? When was this
So-
gonna happen?
I am an adult, a grown adult.
But that don't look new. When did you do that?
When I turned 18, I'm 19 now. I'm
Okay.
a year old.
So we can. I'm gonna add one more of my own. I think it's important, right? We're gonna stay on task.
What does that mean?
Means we're gonna stay focused on the task at hand. We're gonna try. It's important for you to know about her tattoo, but in the
You didn't even
context
tell
of what
me
we're
about
here
it.
for, then
Well,
we're
I
gonna
got
stay
this.
focused. Okay.
Please shouldn't yell at me for my bra. That's where I thought this was going.
At least you're wearing
So,
one.
I think it's important for me to start with you, Sarah. You've been very, very quiet. There's a lot of loud going on.
Everyone's always talking.
Yeah, and there you are sitting very quietly, very silently.
What else is new?
Well, tell me something. Why don't you walk me through a typical day in the life of Sarah? Help me understand what it's like. Let's say it's Saturday, there's no school, you're up in the morning, and your day's ready to go. Why don't you help me understand what that looks like? Sort of walk
Doesn't
me
look
through
like
it.
anything because I'm invisible.
You're invisible? What does that mean to you?
My mom's always fighting with my older sister. Always fighting with my other sister. And I'm just always there.
Can you give me
somewhere in
that
the middle.
dark one? This one? Oh, that's the
See?
dark one?
Invisible.
Ay.
Mom's always fighting. So,
Yelling at someone.
always yelling at someone. And when she talks to you during the course of this day, let's say you're getting up and you're eating breakfast. Okay, so we've got now, I think, can I just put a pause in it? I'm gonna put a pause in it. I'm gonna come right back to you. I promise, okay? Each one of you picked up a blue chip in just that moment. I'm sensing that you guys wanna talk about Mom yelling at everybody and all the fighting going on in your house.
Well, same here.
Me too.
You did? Alright, so Sarah, why don't you finish your thought and then we'll revisit why they picked up the chips.
Not that I think that she's a bad mom. I just think she could be better than that.
Well,
I
help me.
want more time with her because I like being around her. You know, she says that we're older, but I still need my mom.
How does that make you feel?
I feel sad that my daughter thinks she's invisible. She's my princess. But how else am I gonna be able to buy the things I need if I ain't on that phone?
I understand that we work hard.
Okay, so I mean, what other time do you want? Like, you know, I'm working all
But
night.
just a minute. Give her a chance to express herself. Remember, we're hearing and validating. Do me a favor. Tell your daughter, I hear you. Please tell me more.
You have to look at me.
No, she doesn't. It's more important for her to hear the words, I think, in this moment.
I love you, but why you feel so invisible?
Try it with me. I hear you. Please tell me more.
I hear what?
Tell your daughter I hear you. It's important that she feels validated, I think, in this moment.
Mira,
Mom, I don't want. Come on, why do you have
I wanted to
be so
tell you
aggressive?
something.
Just tell her, Mom.
You hear me? Because I hear you. What's the problem?
Ma, in the morning I try to eat breakfast and you have a couple minutes to spare and I'll literally be like, Mom, can you just sit down and talk with me? Like, oh, about me, I gotta go this place and I gotta do that and I got this and I don't have time to sit down with you and blah, blah, blah. I'm not asking for a lot of time. I'm just asking for friggin' 10 minutes of your time. Like, it's quality over quantity. You got time to do your nails, though. You got time for these men. You got time to do all this other shit.
Mira, watch your mouth.
Oh, I'm tired. She swears, you swear.
You a baby.
Now I'm a baby
Well,
now?
you are a baby.
But I wasn't a baby when you were out with Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Oh, that's different.
It's only different when it works with you.
It's different because I'm a mother.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You're not her age.
So,
You're not her age.
before we get back to the blue chips, let me just ask you. Tell me about a time when you and Mom had a good time. Tell me the last time you remember you and Mom spending quality time together.
Well, my when she took me out with her to get her nails done.
Yeah.
That was fun. She wasn't yelling at me. I mean, my sisters weren't there either.
When was that?
3 months ago.
Yeah. Did you get your nails done?
Yeah.
Mom, do you remember taking her to get her nails done?
I love doing girly stuff.
Yeah.
I tell you, she's my princess.
Yeah.
But she don't always do stuff for me. She wanna do all these other things or whatever. So, but it's fun times. When we do it, we have fun times. We do the same pedicure with the rocks
Yeah.
and the nails. And my boyfriend, he pays for everything. So I tell you, you gotta jump on that when they're gonna just pass me the dough because you know, hey.
Let's stay on focus. It's obvious, you know, she's feeling a little bit upset. Try again, I hear you.
Who?
Oh,
Tell her.
Yeah, I hear you.
Mira,
Yes, Mom.
you hear me? Because I hear you.
Everyone can hear you, Mom.
You see? Problems.
Okay.
Why you want me to come here?
So we can fix this. I don't want to.
So let's go back to the blue chips here. I know it seems like, first of all, Sarah, thank you. Thank you. I heard you. And I know that you're struggling a little bit. It's got to be rough for you. But you brought the issue out in the open and we can only move on from here, okay? Gabby, why did you pick up your blue chip when they were talking about the fighting?
Because I was hearing Sarah and listening to her, and I picked up the blue chip and she said she was invisible. She said we felt invisible because Mom was always fighting with me. So I was sad.
Me too,
sad
I
that
said
I
the
was
same
the
thing.
cause of her feeling.
So you all picked up a blue chip for the same reason?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel invisible too because you left us.
Continue.
I feel
Me too. Give me some of those other ones there because it's the truth. No one told her to leave the house than getting
I
tattoos
had
and
to,
shit.
dropped
We're
the
staying
sorry,
on-
I'm
we're
sorry,
staying on
sorry,
focus,
sorry,
Mom.
sorry.
Okay. Go ahead, Gabby.
I had to leave the house because if what am I? I'm 19 years old, and I get it. I get that me leaving the house means that Holly has to take stuff on now. I didn't leave the house, so Holly had to take it on. I left the house that way. If Mom can't get her stuff together, you have somewhere else to go. If
You
I
left at
stay- if I
17
stay-
with a boy.
If I didn't leave with a boy.
Yes,
But
you
that's,
did.
That's not
So,
Listen,
the
yeah.
point. The point is
So-
that I get that you're mad. I get that it's frustrating, and I wish I could be there too. But I can't help you if I'm in the house. I'm sorry.
But
so
that's
it's-
okay because we're gonna eat breakfast every day before you go to school. Because
So
you're not invisible.
I think it's important.
Because I hear you. He told me to tell you that I hear you. You're not invisible.
Jen, I think it's important right now we refrain from making big promises, such as we're going to do this every day, until we can begin to rebuild what looks like a little bit of trust issues going on here.
Holly
Okay.
picked the red chip.
So Holly, tell me, you picked up a red chip too. Help me understand why red.
Can I move in with you?
Wow. Traitor.
So
That's a conversation. you have to have.
that's a big stepping stone. But tell me why you picked that up.
I don't. Even being here, listening to you, Mom. I mean, you couldn't even.
Can you give me more of those red ones?
Finally, Sarah was able to stick up for herself.
I know. I've never heard her talk like that.
Never.
So props to you,
No.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, Sarah, I
Yeah,
think it's
girl, you
important.
got a voice in there.
I think it's important that we stop and give Sarah some credit for speaking up for herself. So
Yeah.
Sarah, way to go. You did just the right thing just there.
Mom
Heard
had
it,
to hear it.
heard and validated.
Yeah.
Heard and
We
validated.
were waiting to hear it a
Yeah.
lot sooner. Glad it finally came out.
All
I
right.
mean, it might not have been what Mom wanted to hear, but like,
No, you're
props to you for putting it out
You're right.
there.
So I'm gonna turn this back to Mom. Mom, I know you have some blue chip, red
red.
chips going on. You've got a couple of very important things to say. So before
No.
you say them, I want you to tell me how you're feeling. Tell me without
I feel like you're being a traitor.
I'm being a traitor?
Yeah,
I
because
see.
you're supposed to be my therapist,
Mhm.
right? But you letting them bully me all the way. All of them was talking shit about me all the time. And I just hear her, like you said, hearing her, talking to her. My daughter's not invisible. They're all beautiful girls.
Of course they are.
She left. I can't change how I made her feel because she left. Now she wants to go again. I want to try to change.
So,
I don't know how.
tell
I take
me-
my time. I want to learn.
Okay.
That's why I'm here. At least
Okay.
I'm here. Everyone's talking bad about me, but I'm here, right?
I think it's important that we all acknowledge what Mom just said. Mom, can you repeat that part about I want to?
I want to change. I don't know how.
Okay.
I don't want to make you feel sad.
Okay.
I want you to be better than me. All of you need to be better than me.
Wow.
I was young. I didn't know. Everybody got a different father here. I'm on a freaking stripper pole, stretch marks. Now I'm making money, trying to make shit work for you girls so you don't gotta suffer and eat shit like me. But no, you kick me in the ass all the time. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Help me understand.
I'm sorry.
First of all, thank you. Because it sounds to me like out of everything that you've said and all
They think
of
I don't love them, but I love them the way I know how.
it sounds to me like all the things that you said in the session, that's the most honest and most upfront. And I think your daughters would agree with you.
Yeah, because they're quiet. Thank God. Do you
So-
hearing me?
Help me.
Anybody in here? Everybody?
I hear you.
You've been
Thank
talking
you.
this whole
I
time.
validate
Thank you.
So it's important that we also acknowledge Mom. I hear you, and I validate you, right? We're hearing what Mom has to say. Seems a little tough at first, but believe it or not, we've already made some progress. I see your chip, and I'm going to come back to that in just a minute. Help me understand what you think that they want from you. Without, talk to me, and without blame or without a
Well,
list
I
of
can't
actions.
really talk about the daughter here with a tattoo, but I could talk about these two because all I keep hearing from her is that's why she left. That's why she left.
But,
So for
but
them, I think they want to spend more time with me.
okay, so
And I know I'm always doing something, and sometimes I just want to have fun because I be stressed out, whatever. So I know my daughter was talking about the breakfast. It's true. I mean, I'm trying to look good, you know, 'cause
I hear you.
I gotta look good. But maybe I hope maybe we could have breakfast
Maybe
or something.
we could certainly
Or
work on
sitting
something
down,
like that.
even if it's, or if I don't want to wake up in the morning, maybe I just go into your room and just lay down with you while you're getting dressed to go to school.
I think
See your outfit cute.
I think that we could come up with a list of things.
Yeah, I
But
know.
let's get back to the question because we agreed to stay on task, right?
What's the
You-
question again? I forgot.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
what do you think your daughters want from you? Now you told me what these two,
To spend
your
time with
daughters
them.
want from you, but number one, I just want to point out that when I asked you about your daughters, you referred to one of them as the girl with the tattoo. She's
Because
just as
she
much
don't
the
talk
daughter.
to me. She
But
don't want to be in my life.
The
She
question,
left.
the question is,
But that's my answer.
what do you
John,
think
I
she
want
wants
to tell
from
you.
you?
She wants me to be a part of her life. She wants to be the mother. She's not the mother. She left and I can't talk to her about nothing because she don't even want to talk to me. She giving me her back. She don't even want to sit next to me.
Did you see her pick up a chip?
No, I'm not even paying attention to her.
So your
I'm
daughter,
worrying about these two.
she picked up a blue chip,
Okay, blue
which
chip.
means that
She's sad. What's so sad?
Well, I would like to start with my white chip. if that's
go ahead.
okay.
Yep, that's fine.
I initially picked up a white chip because Mom was saying that she feels like we're attacking her, because we keep saying all the things that she's not doing, and I just wanted to make it very clear that we're not doing this to attack you. We're just telling you our truth, and that's how it feels for us. So if you feel hurt that we feel that way, imagine what it feels like to be us. I picked up the blue chip because now I'm really starting to see and feel where I stand to her, that, you know, apparently why I left doesn't matter. She just thinks that I'm attacking her.
That's
but
not what I
they
said.
still matter,
That's what you
and
hear.
that's sad, you know?
I say you left because you don't love me no more.
That's not the truth.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
think
not trying to fight.
I don't want to fight
I've
with you.
I've only just met your family. Really, just had this time we've had today to sit down and talk to your family. But I have to say, I think that they're all here because they love you so much. Look at Sarah's face.
That's why I'm here.
Listen, look at the things that they say. Look at Holly.
You beautiful.
Look at Gabby.
Thank you.
All of them are beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All of you beautiful.
You too,
What about
Mom.
me?
You too, Mom.
You're beautiful too.
Adore, I'm your mother. Hello. Can we,
You are funny.
That's right. Where do you think you get your sense of humor from? Hello? I don't wait.
So more
Why
time.
don't you girls, well, you know, how about we do this, John? When we leave here, before I get my nails done, I'm gonna make a nice dinner and sit down, only me and the two girls here. And then you, my dear, what if me and you, we go out tonight? Wherever you wanna go, a movie. I don't gotta go to the club. Maybe me and you, and I say you different because you like an adult now. So it's different. I can't talk to you about the same things I talk to them about. It's a little bit different because you're not my baby no more. You left because I didn't make you happy. And you didn't love me. I want us to be better. So let's start small. We don't go for a walk. How about we walk the dogs together?
I think that there's a lot of love here. I think it's very clear that they love you, Jen, and I think it's very, very clear that they want to be here with you.
You think that, but my heart don't think that. It beeps no love, no love, no love.
So
I love you, Mom.
I'm not talking about
It's
you.
not about me.
She left me.
I do love you.
She left me.
Because I left doesn't mean I don't love you. It means you were never home.
And she don't talk to me. She's here talking to you now. She don't tell me how she feels. I hear it from the girls, and yeah, I argue with them. It's true. I'm not always the most happiest person in the world. She don't talk to me either. I'm not a mind reader. Here we go, red
Gabby?
chips now. I'm gonna just shut up now.
I just wanted to let you know that I know our time is running short, so maybe now's a good time to assign homework.
Thank you.
It's not because I didn't want to hear you keep
Thank you.
going.
You see?
I
She
just
don't care.
No, I don't want us to end and not have something to work
Mom, we just have to
forward
respect John's time.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all.
he's got
I know.
Listen.
We got a lot to work on. You know that,
Sarah.
John. John, you
Sarah.
know that.
Sarah, I'm talking directly to you, Sarah. My time is your time. I'm here for you. I'm here because of you. You're
That doesn't mean
important
we
to
can
me.
be here for 8 hours.
No, it doesn't. But while you're here with me, my time is your time. You come first. You all are the reason I do what I do.
Can I say something before you want to give me homework?
You can.
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You girls are the reason I breathe. Okay? It's the
So
truth.
I'm going to give each of you a slightly different version of the same homework. How do you feel about being the star of the show?
Hello.
Okay. So
Favorite thing, but
Hello.
you're going to take a piece of paper just like this. And then one side you're going to put a plus or a minus. You're going to put a happy face or a sad face, whichever way sort of denotes positive and negative, okay? And what I want you to do is find 3 of the best moments. They can be simple. Mom smiled at me. Mom told me she loved me. Mom sat down and had breakfast with me. 3 of the most positive interactions you've had with Mom in the next coming week until we have our next session, okay? And then over here, 3 things you want to talk about. I'm not going to say negative because interactions, we're not going to have Mom feel judged. Mom doesn't want to feel judged, and she's afraid of that. So we're going to try to shift that mentality a little bit. 3 of the things that you want to talk about next week. 3 moments you want to revisit. Maybe I felt sad when Mom said, or I felt invisible when Mom X. Okay, and we'll talk about that. You've got 3 beautiful girls here.
Gorgeous.
So what I
Gorgeous
want you
girls.
to do, Mom, is keep an eye out. The same thing. You're going to write down the best moment you've had with each one of your daughters. So
Okay.
with Gabby, my best moment with Gabby was X. My best moment with Holly was X. My best moment with Sarah was X. And the same thing for you. 3 things you want to talk about next week.
And things that I want to do more with them, that I miss doing
That
with them.
you absolutely, that's an amazing addition. Bring that to
Okay.
session 2 because I think it's important to start reinforcing that. Does that make sense to you all?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I want to spend just a minute and first of all, thank you for being here. It's very, very hard for families
you
to
give me
come
your hand?
here and lay themselves out to put their business
You're
out on
beautiful.
Front
You know I
Street.
love you.
Do you know what I mean?
And I know you wear that hat too.
And it's awful tough when you've got so much going on in there, Sarah, to say these things. But the fact that you 4 of you made it through your session,
Give me your hand. You're so
Barely.
beautiful.
and the
And
fact,
you
but you
too.
made it.
Vente, give me your hand, honey.
So nice
Move
and
this
warm.
way.
Well, I think this is the first time that we've all actually had a positive interaction with this.
Well, you know what then?
Really
You know
Give me
what
your
then?
hand, John. Give me your hand, John.
I'm gonna
Come
do
on,
better
John.
than that. I don't normally pick up my phone in session, but I'm going to do so just so I can take a picture of the four of you. Can I take your picture? Do I have your
Wait a
consent?
second. From here up, remember. Here
And
up.
smile. Click. Okay, I'm gonna use my
Hey,
contacts.
Keep your hands here. I love
And
you, girls.
Mom, I'm gonna send it to you really quick. And I'm gonna delete it so it's not on my phone anymore. But I think it's important that you all see the genuine
Okay,
smiles
girls.
you
You're
have.
beautiful.
Okay, next thing. We made some progress today. We did. We started somewhere. We got somewhere. Might not feel like we got somewhere, but we did.
I think this is a good idea.
Yeah. I
This
like
activity, yeah?
Yeah.
We're gonna
Because
go to the
we-
Puchifritos.
You know how
Chico.
us Hispanics are. We just want on top of each
I'm
other.
glad
so.
you found the activity worthwhile.
Yeah.
Can I
Two
just do a
Latino
quick
women
check-in?
over here.
Can I just do a quick check-in, right? Let's compare beginning of session to end of session. You're coming in here and you're leaving here. You're feeling better. You're feeling about the same. You're feeling a little worse than where you are at the end of session.
Can we all close our eyes and do
You
it?
can, you
Because
can.
then forget about it.
Yeah.
You know.
So everybody close your eyes if you
Wait,
want.
which is a good
Yeah.
one?
Thumbs up, you're feeling better than you
Uh-huh.
did. You're feeling about the same as you did. You're feeling kind of bad at the end of session. Kind of give me where you are. Everyone close your eyes. And show me thumbs.
What
Hands
you
down.
see, John? What you
Hands
see?
down. Thank you so much. So can we, you know what? I happen to have a cancellation for 3 days from now, so Friday at about 6:30. Does that work for all of you? Because I really would love to see you all come back. I think it's important that we try to schedule it a little sooner.
What time again?
6:30 on Friday.
That works.
Does that
I
work?
think so, yeah.
I don't have a job.
Okay. All right. Try and make it if you can,
You guys
okay?
need me to pick you up?
Ladies, thank
Okay,
you so
pick
much.
everybody up.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank
We'll
you.
see you soon, okay?
Bye.
Bye.